Hiya, it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today's silhouette seminar I thought that we would actually just have a brief look at the latest upgrade. Now I know it's been out just a little while and I hadn't as yet upgraded, but I have now, and I thought that I would just share with you what it looked like and just what the differences, sort of obvious differences were. I'm not going to go into massive detail about each function that's different, but just a quick overview, I guess, in the same way as we did when the very first silhouette seminar that we started out with, just having a little look at the software, because it has changed, I think, quite significantly. So when you first go in, you have this page come up and you can tick this here to say don't show this page again. However, I left it in just to show you and run through, because there's a little list down here of what's new in version 3. So improved drawing tools, large impact image support, spell checking, proxy settings, advanced cut settings, additional keyboard shortcuts, new user interface, improved speed, autosave functionality, cut by line colour, select by colour, direct access to scanner, improved drawing tools, and this is where we started again. So we've got here kind of like a little wheel that as we go in we can choose to go into design, into the store, open a particular document, or to go straight to our library. So in this instance I am going to go straight to the store because I wanted to just show you something that is one of the additional features that's in the store, and that is this new notifications section here. And when you click on that when you arrive, you will find that there's a notification waiting for you. There'll be a little number 1, and when you click on that notification, you will get to see that basically it's saying, will you please set the notification settings to how you want them to be, and that is just down here. So it says subscription purchase receipts. Do you want to receive a notification or email about that? I've got that switched off. This is the default settings. And then free shape of the week notification, I've got that switched on. Now that for me is a major plus, because I'm always missing out on the free shape of the week, because I'm always forgetting that time goes by and I just forget to go in and download the free shape of the week. And so for me that's a real bonus, because you know, they're good shapes. They're not just giving you rubbish. I mean, have a look at this. Is the free shape of the week this week. I mean, that's a cute little box with some little flowers, tags and everything. I mean, it's not like, you know, the rubbish sort of leftovers that nobody wants kind of shapes. These are decent images that you're getting. So for me, it's that notification thing was worth just pointing out to you. So definitely go through and check that box. Now for the actual software itself, you can see that it's changed. When you open it, it will look like this, and you have the white with kind of the blue highlights, which is really it's quite a different look. I think when you go in you can see quite instantly. I think sometimes when you've had updates, it's not been a major update like this, and you go in and you can't really see where the changes have been. It's probably just been little things, functionality things that we perhaps even take for granted that have been done, really. But this has been, I think, one pretty major overhaul, and generally speaking the whole look of it is quite different. And you've got things like on the settings and things, I think are pretty similar in principle, that the same kind of functions are there, although there are additional things as you heard when I read out. But we've got things like on the functions that we're used to seeing, we've got, say, these sliders and things like that, just bits and pieces like that that kind of just make things a little bit different, a little bit more interesting to use, a little bit more modern. So we've got stuff like that. We had, you heard at the beginning about talking about the line colour and stuff like that. Now, I was reading about this, and it's something to do with, and I'm not 100% because I haven't read enough about it, but you can set sort of different functions for different line colours, as I believe. Anyway, I need to read more about it. I'm not quite sure exactly what that would be, whether it could be, you know, red would be for cutting and blue would be for drawing. I'm not quite sure if it's as basic as that or whether there's a little bit more finesse about it than that. I'm not sure. And then we've got all our buttons across the top here. Some of them have slightly changed in styling, but I think the kind of key features are still there. The offset window, for example, the little button rather, has changed style. We no longer have our little house, our little home button, which I'm not sure that it was that important. It was useful. We also have, for example, down here another offset key. I've noticed this a couple of times with Silhouette that you end up with sort of the same function keys in different places. So for example, we've got here the print and the centre silhouette feature, and then over here we've also got the centre silhouette feature. And I think the reason is that sometimes it kind of goes with more than one thing. So over here you've kind of got your save and prints and all of that. Well, with the print you want to be able to have next to it the centre silhouette, whereas over here you've got to sort of set your cut settings button. Well, obviously that relates also to the centre silhouette, so they've put it over there as well, just so it kind of makes sense really. I noticed that down the side here that we've had a few more buttons, and I was having a little play with them, and in particular these ones here. Now I'm going to save this. I'm not going to show you this right now because I'm going to save this, I think, for our future Silhouette seminar. But we've got draw freehand, draw smooth freehand, and then one of my personal favourites just for fun was draw an arc. And then also draw your regular polygon, which, so you've got all these sort of extra kind of design features, which I think is really cool, because one of the things that I think really kind of felt that Silhouette was good for compared to some of the other die cutting machines that were out there was the ability to design from scratch. And I think this has just opened that up massively, because we can now literally just take a pencil with our mouse, as it were, a virtual pencil with our mouse, and just draw. And I think that's a really fun feature, and that draw line can become a cut line or a draw line, so you could just cut out the most random things if you wanted to, or you can then make it a little bit more sensible as well by different things here as well. One of the other features that I think I spotted in amongst here was that in the text feature we now have a spell check. So there's lots of these kind of additional features that are just fun to use, but also really add to the functionality overall of the Silhouette and what it can do for us as crafters. You know, so we've got all these different features and functions that have been either refined or even new things. So I think over the next couple of months, while we gradually make our way through the Silhouette seminars, we're going to see where these new functions and features come in, and sometimes it will be obvious what they are, that these are the new things, and sometimes it will be, well, was it always like that, or has it changed? You know, we're not sure, but to an extent that it becomes sort of irrelevant, because what we're learning is what it is now, and so we're going to be working through together exactly how to use this with its new functions and its original functions and features. So I hope you've enjoyed having just a little quick peek at this new version 3. As you can see, it's been quite a big update, and if you want to work along with me on the next Silhouette seminar, then you need to make sure that you upgrade your editions so that you are up with the latest version 3 as well. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Happy crafting! Bye!